Ride a bicycle, you know getting around the Houston area can be tricky and sometimes dangerous. In fact, more and more cyclists are dying. Our investigative reporter Cheryl Mercedes is near downtown Houston tonight. Cheryl, what have you learned?
KHOU 11 Investigates did a deep dive into Texas Department of Transportation data. We went back 10 years and we found that here in Harris County, a record number of people were killed on bicycles last year.
The skyscrapers, scenery, the sounds of bustling downtown. On the streets of Houston's biggest business district, cars are king. But they also belong to hundreds of people who commute on two wheels.
Oh, Shepherd's really bad.
Yeah, well, they put in that light at Vegan, which helped a lot.
These oil and gas professionals have been doing it for several years.
I do it for exercise.
I feel refreshed when I get to work in the morning. It's been a good way to get around and feel a sense of freedom.
But it often comes at a price. Safety is a big concern. TSU student Charla Brown.
And you think that the cars will give you that 3 feet that the law states they're supposed to, but sometimes they don't.
KHOU 11 Investigates analyzed Texas Department of Transportation records in Harris County. Last year, there were 670 crashes, 561 injuries, and 26 deaths. That's the most people killed on a bike in a decade.
Every person killed on a bike is a policy failure.
Joe Catrufo is the executive director of Bike Houston, a nonprofit focused on making streets safer. He says that can be achieved through better infrastructure.
Much of the city is designed just around cars with no consideration for anybody else.
The city has made some progress, like these bike lanes downtown. But TxDOT records still show that most of the crashes involving people on bicycles were caused by vehicles. In 1 of 5 cases, because the driver failed to yield to the cyclist, followed by driver inattention and speeding.
I like the bike lanes because they protect me from that high energy object that could hit me.
I would probably not bike into downtown without any bike lane.
Cyclists fear recent changes, such as the ones happening at the intersection of Houston and Washington Avenue, which includes the removal of bike lanes, are a sign of things to come.
The Whitmire administration is actively tearing out street safety improvements that were made just a couple of months ago. We can't backpedal on the progress we've made. The genie's already out of the bottle.
Mayor John Whitmire addressed the revision during a recent city council meeting.
That's dangerous and it needs to be corrected. It needs to be undone.
Whitmire says the changes happening here are being made with pedestrians in mind. Bicyclists say their concerns do not revolve around one intersection or incident, rather what may happen further down the road.
I care about accessibility. I think that the best cities are ones that are made for people that want to get around in all kinds of ways.
We asked the mayor about more bike lanes and connecting those bike trails. He says he supports that, but he wants to do it smart and consider all modes of transportation. Len?
Cheryl, you and I have cycled together just outside of Houston. I wonder if the number of crashes is on the rise in those areas too.
Yeah, Len, it's a problem across the greater Houston area. According to TxDOT data, there's been an increase in crashes across the region. We have an interactive map with that information for you waiting right now online at KHOU.com.
Coming up.